Do you have what you believe is the next best product, but don't know how to make it come to life?
Well, our next guest is here to help us and explain how inventors can become real-life entrepreneurs. Please welcome patent professor John Risby. Good morning.
Morning.
We've been chatting his ear off the entire hour.
This could, I'll say this could go an hour, but unfortunately we don't have that time.
Let's start with your background a little bit and kind of explain how we have a box here that we can't wait to get into and prove kind of the million-dollar ideas that are out there. But it's important to get these patents sealed. Talk a little bit about your background.
Okay, well, I'm a professor, adjunct professor of patent law. I've been teaching for the past 18 years. I have worked at the law firm of Fish & Neve in New York, and they're the law firm that patented the Wright brothers airplane, Thomas Edison's light bulb, Henry Ford's ideas, Alexander Graham Bell. But I never got to meet with inventors directly. I mean, their clients today were multinational corporations. So I was involved in meetings with MBAs and lawyers, and I wanted to work directly with inventors.
Yeah.
And 17 years ago, I started my own firm, working directly with inventors and protecting their ideas.
And you can tell this is your passion to help others out there. That's why you've written 2 books as of right now. I'm sure there's probably even more to come. But can we start diving into this? This is fun.
Absolutely.
These are great examples.
So a lot of people, they hesitate to see a patent attorney because they think what they've got to have like a time machine or
the next airplane
or fountain of youth. There's something that incredibly complex, but there's these simple everyday ideas have in most in the 20 years I've been practicing, no one's ever come to me with a flux capacitor. Right? I've had plenty of clients with simple everyday products that have done incredibly well. So simple ideas like if you've ever wanted to leave someone a note and didn't have tape handy, what would you use? So post it.
And I actually think, isn't that the joke in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion?
I remember
the inventor of the Post-it note. There really was someone who invented the Post-it note.
Yep, absolutely. And this product generates $1 billion a year in revenues.
Billion. Must be nice.
Billion, folks.
And another thing, if your fingers get too hot on a cup of coffee, you can either use 2 cups or you can use the old system where they had those little handles that pull out.
Or these days, you see.
Jay Sorensen patented a simple cardboard sleeve that just slips on and off of a cup. This idea has generated $10 million a year in royalty payments and has done so for the past 20 years.
And I don't foresee it going anywhere.
And you were saying one of the most difficult things for you to see is those people who have these ideas, they have proof that they had these ideas, but the product already exists, which kind of goes back to your childhood a little bit with the good old Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube.
Explain how you were kind of maybe motivated by this.
Absolutely. When I was 12, my dream and sole ambition in life was to take this Rubik's Cube and make it round. And I guess you can tell the nerds early because that was. So I had a sketchbook under my bed with page after page of drawings of my round Rubik's Cube. My mom knew about those drawings, and one day we're at the mall. And guess what I see?
Oh no!
Right there on store shelves.
My heart breaks for you.
There it is.
So there was one already invented.
Already invented.
Did it look like this?
This was it. This was the Impossible. They even had a better name than round Rubik's Cube. Even a better name than mine. And I looked up, and I didn't cry. At 12, I'm like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. But because my mom had seen the sketchbook, I look up at her, and my mom's crying. Aww. She's like, oh, my God.
So you try to help these people and help their ideas. And I will say, I know you've got one other item in there that's quite interesting to talk about.
There's one more, and that's, going back to that, the toughest part of my practice, I think not a week goes by that I see an inventor come in with evidence of an idea that they see on store shelves that they just didn't they didn't move on fast enough.
Well, and that's what I want to make sure we get into is advice. Let's say somebody we have about 1.5 minutes left. What is your biggest piece of advice for people if they are maybe working on something? Do you have to act fast?
Absolutely. You have to act fast. You don't, I see a lot of people spend a lot of time and money on prototypes, and I absolutely am against that. You want to put together a working model as inexpensively as you can. So I don't mind paper cups and Play-Doh and cardboard, but to go and start developing...
It's the idea that you need to patent.
Right.
Not the actual completed
Yeah, exactly. So when you file the patent, you file it with drawings, and that's all you really have to
Okay.
show are drawings of the idea. You don't have to develop it.
And real quickly, he said that you even have to be careful about when you're, because my first
Mind
thought is when
blown.
you search something, let's make sure that it doesn't already exist.
You go to Google.
But you say
Not
that
smart.
could be dangerous.
That is dangerous, especially if it's a simple idea. Like if you had, getting to this one, if you had put in upside down ketchup bottle, and this idea was Paul Brown invented, patented, and sold it for $13 million. And it's simply reversing the label, and you have a valve that doesn't leak when it's upside down. Something like that, if you were to type it in, it's simple enough that those keywords might give away your idea. There's marketing companies,
Amazon.
Google and
Act
others.
At a time. I know.
Act
Here are the books.
fast.
Where can people get these and get more info?
The books, if you can get them at thepatentprofessor.com.
Okay.
And I have 50 videos on the patent process,
All right.
animated cartoon videos that explain the process in simple,
All right,
straightforward
we're going to go
terms.
in the commercial break. We're going to start drawing up our ideas. Maybe we won't be here in the next couple of days. All
Terrific.
right,
Thanks.
stay with us. We'll be right back.